Beautiful. Don't forget this in. Okay, okay. Hello, hello. This is Mystic Storm here to clear the path to a new life with you. I hope you're doing well. It's also like what the Fit Oracle. That's something that I've been playing with as well. Like this is Mystic Storm, the Fit Oracle. Still working at to clear the path to a new life with you. We transforming in here. Okay. So we're going to talk about the current energies that's going on. This is a big week. It's a powerful week. We have the Lionsgate portal 8-8 coming up. And I do want to talk a little bit about the astrology, maybe pull some cards, just vibe, just to give you my glimpse of the current energies and what to expect and things like that. Hey, girl. Willow wants to vibe too. So hey, welcome in. We're gonna get started. Um, I think before I dive into the astrology, right? Um, I have pulled, of course, like I spend time myself. Oh, hey, Kat, look, Willow, you getting likes? She's like, what? But you know, I do my morning rituals and things like that, and so I'm sitting, convening with myself, pulling cards, all this. So there were some cards that I pulled from this deck called Starseed Oracle, and there were some cards that I pulled, and I was like, "This, yes, this hits for me, but I also know this is for the collective as well." So the first card that came out is Strength, which this is big Leo energy, big cat energy. Okay. We got Strength, and it says, you are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. So, one thing that I've noticed, like, so the seasons are mirrors, are parallel to each other. Like, cause, for example, we have the fall equinox that we're heading towards, right? The fall equinox and the spring equinox, they're different energies, but at the core, they're similar. We're in the summertime, so we have the summer solstice and the winter solstice. So those energies are similar. And why I'm bringing this up, because even though we're waning into the fall season, we're still in summer. And summertime, even though it's bright outside, it's sunny, we can go out, have fun, all this stuff. The core energy, like too much heat, too much pressure, can cause an eruption, can cause things to be barren because it's dry, right? Whereas in the opposite of, in the winter, it's barren, it's cold, we can't do much. So those energies are very similar. Okay. So in the midst of the pressure, of the heat, of the exhaustion, of the season that we're in, Spirit is saying to remain strong because a positive outcome is assured. Because we have the fall equinox coming up, and that's when we reap the harvest. Okay. Thank you all for the likes, Kat, especially. Let's see. You. Now I was like, hey Ari, I could do a reading, like a one card pull for a gift. I can do that for you. Let's see. Yeah, make sure y'all like. So we have strength, right? Then we have, because it said a positive outcome is assured. Then the next card that came out was abundance. Thank you for the rose, Ari. Thank you for the heart me. Make sure you put your question out there, and I'll pause and do a one card for you. But we got abundance. It says when your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. I'm gonna read that again. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. So there could have been some blockages. Well, how are you being called to serve? After Leo season is Virgo season, which has to do with service. Okay, being of service. So meditate on that. Okay, I'm gonna pause before I do the rest of these cards. I want to honor Ari's question and pull for her. It said, "Is the situation done?" Okay, I'm a pull, but it was funny. All I heard was nope, 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 nope. What sound is that? I hope you know what I mean by that. Let's see. Is the situation done? I want to pull from. I know what deck in my mind's eye I want to use for you, so I'm gonna bring it out. It's the Lover's Oracle. It's this small one. Okay, you said it feels that way. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. I'm hearing Circles by Tamar. Y'all could be going in circles round and around and around. We're gonna pull one card for you. Let's see. Still ancestors, guys, just giving the clearest message for Ari's question. Is the situation done? Is the situation done? I said no. Why? Because y'all are twin flames. That's why. So y'all could be in separation right now, or y'all about to approach separation. Um, you all are mirrors. I think the main thing is to stay in your power, and how to stay in your power is you got to continue to focus on yourself, continue to live your fulfilling life. He has to do the work on his own. You do the work by tending to you, right? He is, but he doesn't see it, and I'm so stressed out. Oh, so the divine feminine sees it before the masculine, and once you detach, then they'll wake up. By that time, they realize you like, dang, it's too late. It's too late now, but they'll come back around. They'll come back around. For sure. You said, thank you, I feel so lost. I understand. I really do. Dealing with twin flames are, they romanticize the twin flame journey, but it is really not for the faint of heart. And honestly, a lot of times we're not supposed to be with our twin flame. They awaken something within us. So he may be awakening your own power to realize to love yourself first, you know? So let go in a sense, yeah. Yeah, most definitely. You have to let go. You have to focus on you. And that's a part of the detachment, you know? Um, letting go in the love is always going to be there, but it's a level of detachment you have to have for your own self-respect and your own healing. So you have to focus on your healing. The more that you focus on you and yours, the more that they'll wake up. But it's no guarantee for twin flames to be together. Sometimes, when the divine masculine wake up and they're ready, it's like it's too little too late. So that's when that time comes, that's the decision you'll have to make. You said when I got a reading, he was my soulmate, not twin flame. Is that okay? Thank you. Okay, thanks. I got you. So soulmates and twin flames are different, yes. But yeah, this came out clear as day. I pulled one card and it was twin flame. I would say look up more on twin flames. It's this one guy. Damn, what's his he's like a, I forgot the name of it though, of his channel. I think it's like Astro something. But he talks about twin flames and he breaks it down really well. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. What was his name? I don't remember. Let me, if I just type in twin flame, hopefully he come up. He's this sorry y'all if y'all heard all of that. But if you start researching twin flame, he a white dude with glasses, looks a little looks a Poindextery, no shade, no but when you see him, you'll know who I'm talking about. Okay. But he was very informative, broke it down. He's married to his twin flame, and he kind of went on to like the science of it, and how a lot of people say twin flames, like they said, romanticized twin flames, but that's not the case. So yeah, you're gonna have to do a deep dive. A deep dive. One thing, a soulmate. I'm like, we get into this. So a soulmate can be anybody, right? A twin flame can be a soulmate, but not all soulmates are twin flames. Y'all can be brought together for a reason, but doesn't mean that y'all are twin flames. My cat is my soulmate. I have friends that are soulmates, right? But this is deeper, and I know it's deeper because you over here racking your brain over it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm sending you so much love. Make sure you research. Okay. We're gonna go back to yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. We're gonna get into the other cards that I had got from this Starseed Oracle deck. So the first two I had mentioned, y'all, was strength and abundance. So stay strong. A positive outlook is assured because abundance is on the way. We approaching the harvest We're approaching fall, right? Then the next thing was blue flame. Blue flame. It said, connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. So the more that you tap in with yourself, the more that you love on yourself, the more that you take care of yourself, you find peace within, harmony within. When you connect to that blue flame, that is the connection to your power. It's gonna take time though, with patience. Oh, patience. Oh, patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Okay, there's levels to this. There's layers to this. This brings me back to like I've always on this spiritual path. Self love has been something that I really advocate for. Even when I always like post around Valentine's Day, like, before you crack open that love spell, make sure you do some self love work first. Okay, do some self love. Self love should be a ritual, right? I even have a self love jar spell ritual that I had posted on my YouTube channel, Mystic Storm. Make sure y'all check it out. But yeah, and I still have that jar, and I light that puppy up. I say affirmations. It's something that you have to do intentionally, right? And there's been times I fell off, times I'll come back and return home to it. It's a part of the cycle. It's a part of life. But every time you come around, you should get closer and closer to that target, right? And that's where that patience comes in. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace, your own pace as well. A lot of times we compare other people's highlights to our life, where, everybody has their shadows, everybody has their demons, everybody has skeletons in their closet, okay? And no, everybody's adversities may be different, but at the core, we're all connected and we're going through something similar, okay? Within the current energies that we have. All right. So being patient is something that um it's necessary, but also it can be nerve wracking. But if you stay diligent and be consistent and have devotion and discipline, you'll see how it will transform. Your life will transform. Yeah. Because like with self love for me, connecting, like if they said the blue flame, the inner love within you. Like for those who don't know, I recently lost over 100 pounds. I reached the 100 pound mark at like 13 months, and I call myself now like the Fit Oracle. Like I'm getting into that because yes, I do readings, astrology, Reiki. I'm all things spiritual, but it's more holistic, mind, body, spirit. So I'm getting into fitness training as well. I'm starting to be a personal trainer, and I'm like really excited about that. But it's the how fitness ties into, or health and wellness ties into spirituality, how it's all connected, is something that I've really been learning and integrating more and more. And fitness, showing up for yourself day in, day out consistently, is a part of self-love. Self-love isn't just lighting candles, taking a spiritual bath, doing, putting on makeup, getting your nails done. But let me tell you, the shit works. The shit works. Okay. I mean, I try to knock it, I'm just trying to make a point. The fitness also helps. This is it's another form of self love. The difference is lighting my candles made me feel good. Looking in the mirror, putting on my makeup made me feel good. Getting my nails done, like, oh yes, yes. But sometimes going to that gym, baby, don't feel good. Doing them reps and it hurt, it don't really feel good. you build up a good relationship with that pain. Yeah, it's that tough love. It's that tough love. Okay, so yeah, and I had to make sure I was like, yeah, because all of the shit worked. But I love lighting my candles. It made me feel good. Taking a bath, I get to relax. Oh no, you gotta tell me I gotta do cardio, I gotta do core, I gotta do these squats, I gotta do this hurt. Yeah, but it's gonna help you in the long run. And that goes into like boundaries as well. Boundaries and limits. Hold on. Because boundaries hurt. Boundaries hurt. And a lot of times we think I don't want you to come here. Don't cross this line. And this person crossed the line anyway. You gonna have to uphold that boundary. It may hurt you because of the love that you have. But it's the tough love and the boundaries that you have to keep with yourself and you have to honor with yourself. Holding yourself accountable. That's tough too. But that's a part of self love. Okay. Yeah, because once all that unfold, we got wisdom. Wisdom. It says, see your adversities as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. As these cycles come back, that's why I said you should get closer and closer to your target, to your goal. If you're aware, if you're applying your intention, if you're leading, if your heart's intention is to serve humanity, right? Doors of abundance will naturally open. How do you serve humanity? By loving yourself, activating that blue flame, right? Which is the light of pure love within you. I'm hearing like the pure love is like a mother's love. The lights are flickering on here. That's weird. Y'all probably can't see it. Is it completely went out? You see it over there? I think it finally went out. But like pure love is like a mother's love. Like I'm getting like an unconditional love, and especially because it's blue. Blue gives me like Yemojai's energy, which is my mother Orisha, and she's the mother of all the waters, right? So you all may want to connect with water as well. You all may be water spirits, not water signs necessarily, but have the water spirit. Um, yeah, I love that. I love that. Let me know y'all thoughts in the chat. Okay. It's a powerful week. Is this blinking because it's about to die? I hope not. Okay. Hopefully y'all can hear me well. But it's gonna be a powerful week with the Lionsgate. And I do want to talk about like some key um or highlight some transits here. So like right before the Lionsgate, which is 8/8 Friday. Oh, that's powerful. On the Friday, Venus Day too. That's a great day for manifesting and calling in abundance and all that stuff. But I might bounce around the days just to let y'all know. But one thing that I want to keep in mind that the day before, Thursday, might be a little challenging because the moon, when this happens, oh no, it happens like in the evening time, so that it's gonna be pretty much the whole day. Because that energy is working up to it. The moon is gonna be squared off with Chiron retrograde in Aries. Okay. And that I feel like what Chiron is the wounded healer. All right, and it's in the sign of Aries, the self. Leo is about self-expression, your identity as well. So something may trigger your ego, and your ego is there for protection. Okay. Now, if it's wounded, if this part of you is wounded, you you may be doing stuff for protection, but also it may be a form of self sabotage. It may lead you to not operate fully in your power, and also it can really trigger you to do something that maybe be a little bit out of your character as well. But it's an emotional trigger. It can facilitate a lot of healing if you allow it to. Okay. Um, Especially since we got Mars on Wednesday. Mars enters Libra. Okay. So whatever triggers come up, this might be within connections or communication with people, especially because we are wrapping up Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde will be Mercury will go direct August 11th, which is next week Monday. However, we'll be in the shadow period. Okay, and the shadows last a couple of weeks. So there's someone may trigger something within you. This could be how you're perceived out publicly, because the moon is in Capricorn when this happens. Also, this could be within your career, also within family too. Family ties can be something here. So, or whatever is triggering you, this could be within your career, or like within the public space. It's because of a wounding that happened in your childhood, right? Or this restriction that's coming out is really testing your sense of self and your sense of self-worth. Okay. But I really do feel like Mars entering into Libra kind of cools that down a little bit, to where you can have a peaceful resolution to whatever it is. All right. And again, we got the Lions Gate on Friday, the 8th. That's Venus Day. And I'm trying to see if there's anything like, I did mention Mars in Libra, right? That happens on Wednesday, but so on Friday, Mars in Libra is trine. This is Uranus in Gemini, and then it's also opposing Saturn in Aries. Okay, so that Saturn in Aries, because I wonder if Saturn might be conjunct Chiron right now. I don't have a full chart to look at to see, but I don't. It would have said it this week if that was the case. I don't think that's the case, but your whatever triggers you're being faced on with is supposed to build up your endurance. Know that you can persevere, right? But this is the tough part. You have to face you, facing you, and having accountability. That's the tough thing. So even though this is a time to shine bright, and to be furious, and to roar, and beat your chest, like this made it very, very ego-esque, right? At the same time, it's here for healing. The healing is still here to be like, why are you puffing out your chest? Do you need to do all that? Hmm. Can you? How can we have secure confidence in self if you're puffing up? It may be necessary, because again, it's a protective thing. People may feel like you're doing it out of ego, but at the same time, and You tried me. So now I have to show you. Sometimes you got to pop out and show me. You do. And that's okay. Some That's one thing I that's the balancing act in it. How knowing when to take a step back. I don't need to prove myself. I know I'm worthy. I know I'm the ish. I don't have to do this to okay, you playing in my face and I'm gonna have to show you a little bit. I'm not the one. Finding that balance. I feel like that's something that's gonna happen this week and maybe even to the remainder throughout the year. And the reason why I say that is because Chiron retrograde is going to be retrograding throughout the rest of the year. And again, the wounded healer, that's where the medicine is, because whatever triggers that within you, that's the triggers are your medicine. Okay, what can you learn from it? Okay, how can you further release? How can you further purge? How can you further heal? Okay, and then Saturday, look, we got the after the Lions Gate, we got a full moon. The full moon in Aquarius. All right. Aquarius is the sister sign to Leo. I'm an Aquarius, so head on my Leos. All right. Head on to my Aquas. It's our time to shine bright. Shine bright. All right. And it's funny because after all that triggering from the week on Saturday, the full moon is going to be sextile Chiron retrograde in Aries. I love to see it. It's like you'll see the silver lining into why these triggers popped off, right? Also, with Mars in Libra, is also going to be opposing Neptune. Neptune is also on retrograde as well um, in Aries. I think it's still retrograde. I'm checking. Oh yeah, Neptune is in retrograde till December 10th. So yeah. So not only will whatever issues they can be resolved, or you might get clarity on how to take action and how to move forward when it comes to certain people or certain aspects in your life. Neptune, yes, it can be like illusions, confusions, delusions, but also this is where our creativity lies. This is very spiritual as well. So you may be feeling like a shift and like your perspective spiritually, or you may be wanting to pivot on like on a creative project or something like that. Or you might this is where the delusion comes in. It's just like I'm just gonna put myself out there and just not care what people think, and like it's that fake it till you make it type of energy. Like I'm just gonna do it and see like if you getting out of your own way, getting out of your own way and shining bright, not caring what other people think, and just doing it. You know. Um, oh, I feel like I've been doing that like uh yeah. Just pushing those limits, and especially when like social anxiety creeps in, or self doubt, um, the inner critic comes in, releasing a lot of that and doing it anyway, pushing through that, like affirming yourself, because that's what I had to do, affirm myself over and over, you know, of who I am. And if that's who I am, I need to walk in it. Yeah, it may feel uncomfortable. It's being okay in the discomfort, moving past that discomfort, knowing that on the other side of it, it's where you want to be. Do you want to stay stagnant or do you want to continue to flow and elevate? That's something to think about. Okay. And then let's see, Sunday, we'll still be in that full moon energy, even though the moon will enter Pisces. And things just seem more lighter. And since that's the day before Mercury goes direct, that's a good day to tap into that creativity, to maybe take some time to brainstorm, plan some things out, write some things out. Um, you know, brainstorm with Chat GTP, do what you do, right? Or take some time to like just have a really long creative session, vibe out. Like that Sunday is a really good day for that. Yeah. And I didn't talk much about today, which is Monday, and Tuesday. It's not a lot going on today. It's we got the moon trying the sun, so this is a good time to take care, of yourself, or really think about how you want to. What do you see for yourself in the future? This is a I feel like taking today and tomorrow to plan for this energy that's coming up, to use this energy to your advantage, because you can really use the Lionsgate portal to manifest what it is that you want to exude and shine out to the world, or to yourself. What do you want to see yourself to be? You don't have It doesn't always have to be just about external, like what other people think. Again, it's like, what do you want to see yourself as? Okay. And let's see, Tuesday. I mean, there's some. I feel like Tuesday is like the build up to whatever might be triggering. It may start as early as tomorrow. You may feel some things there, but at first the moon is trine Chiron, retrograde, but we got squares off to Mars, to Saturn, to Neptune. Those are going to be the ones that might be a little bit trying. It may be a rough day. This is like everything, make technical difficulties at work, and you still have to push through it, type of thing. Like, it's yes, there could be an easier way to do it, but you have to do it the long, tedious, old school way. That's what it sounds like. That's like the simplest way I can give an analogy for that energy. So being mindful. Okay. So I want to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle. I was like, let me know how y'all feeling. If y'all got any questions. But I'm probably just going to pull this. And y'all, make sure y'all check out my YouTube channel, Mystic Storm. Okay, I do zodiac readings there. For the time being, I should start saying that, because I don't know what direction I'm going for next year, because I am still going to do the zodiac readings throughout the rest of the year, but it just depends on the individual. I should say that. I don't think next year I want to do individual zodiac readings, at least. I can say that. So make sure y'all check them out. I do have a playlist. I have the playlist for each sign. They're timeless readings. So have a ball. All right? Have a ball. Yes, we got the initiation. It says, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. That's pretty much the energy we've been talking about. How I talked about the different seasons and the cycles. When you come back around to it, you should get closer and closer to that target. Or like, how are you going to move through that discomfort? This is moving through the discomfort to get to the other side. So there's an initiation happening here, a rite of passage. Think about like every great story, you know, or every story has a plot twist. And I talked about that here about Mercury retrograde. That's what Mercury retrograde is. It's a plot twist. You know, we rewind to reevaluate, reassess. So we think, you know, things are just one way, but life shakes things up, right? It shakes things up. And then we got wisdom. Use that wisdom that you have. We have see your adversities as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Use your wisdom to expand. How are you going to use this time to break through? To break through the mold, to get to that healing. I'm saying I never noticed the snakes um in the cards. One, it's like three snakes here. Three snakes creation. There's also wow, a scorpion. So this is Scorpio energy, right? Which is transformation. Uh I like how I didn't even see it. Four snakes. I see the snakes up there. It's a lot of snakes. So it's a transformation, leveling up, glowing up. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. You gotta go through some shit. You gotta go through the storm. All right. But on the other side, because this part is necessary. The initiation is necessary because it helps you prepare for the other side. It helps you to build up that endurance, to persevere, to build up that wisdom. Okay, that's Saturn energy. Okay, that's where that's Capricorn. That's where that the moon in Capricorn squared Chiron retrograde. So the portal, the Lion Gates portal, we got to get through that portal. Wow, 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 wow. To get through the Lion Gates portal, we have to go through this initiation. We have to go through this rite of passage to level up, to ascend. That's what it is, crossing the threshold. Are you gonna go through this portal? Are you ready? Are you truly ready? It's okay if you're not. There's always next year. Cause what? Cause what? What did it say? Patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace and at your own pace. Sometimes we have to study a level a couple of times before we're ready to cross through. Maybe you're still finding your way or still trying to figure out who you are, rediscovering yourself, and that's okay. Being in this initiation, this darkness part is giving me like dark night of the soul energy. Okay. And with the dark night of the soul, it plays a purpose. Sometimes you might have to sit with your shadow a little bit. So some people may be crossing over to the other side. Some people may still be in that initiation period, which it may feel like limbo. That's what I'm getting. I'm also hearing like purgatory, right? Purgatory. What's the definition of purgatory? Ah, a place or state of suffering inhibited by the souls of sinners who are expited, I can't see, for their sins before going to heaven. Where is heaven? Where's nirvana? It's a state of mind. But then as an adjective, that's interesting. So purgatory as a noun, that's what the first definition I explained, right? But purgatory as an adjective is having the quality of cleansing or purifying. So where purgatory as a noun is saying a place of suffering, as an adjective, it's a place of cleansing. In order to cleanse, in order to heal, you have to feel. Mm, you have to feel. And that's where, and I didn't talk about this, but Jupiter is in Cancer. And that transit, it entered Cancer not too long ago. And everything that Jupiter comes into, it expands. It can expand the good, it can expand the bad, the ugly. Okay, but it's going to expand it. And with Chiron retrograde happening around the same time, all these retrogrades really, but I really want to focus on Chiron retrograde. And with Jupiter and Cancer, this is healing, and it's calling for healing the inner self, the inner child, but also the ego. Okay, that wounded healer in us, so we can ascend. So this initiation period, this dark night of the soul, this purgatory is necessary for your healing. That's why the snake is here. That's why the scorpion is here. Okay? You have to go through to get to nirvana. This is all within the mind as well. How do you view yourself? Are you stuck in shame, blame, guilt, grief? These are lower vibrational emotions, okay? And to ascend, literally as I'm saying ascend, I live by the airport and the planes are coming. So to ascend, you have to break through those clouds, right? Those thought forms, those programs, those limiting beliefs. Okay. Mm. Mm. So, the Lionsgate portal, it sound cute. It sound pretty, like, yeah, shine bright, do this, da 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 da. But guess what? It's gonna show you who you are, what you made of, what you need to heal, or what you need to further heal. Because healing comes back around and around. But this isn't to shame yourself. It's to give love, further heal, further shed. Reflect on the time where you maybe have already been in this space before, and realize that, hey, you may not be where you want to be, but damn it, you way better off than what you were before. And that's to give love and give healing to that space and that part of you. Yeah, I'm just here and release the shame, release the guilt, and keep going forward. Is it tough? Yeah, but it's necessary. It's necessary. Okay. Ashe, y'all. Ooh. I mean, that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You know, it's I like to sit and marinate with messages these days versus pulling a lot of cards. Even though I brought all the decks, I guess because I'm talking more on the card itself and not really needing that much clarity. I'm flowing, but I am going to close out with the whispers of the ocean. This is like an ancestral deck to me. It's Yemoja as well. I said y'all might be water spirits like me. Alright. But thank y'all for vibing with me. I was like, I like flowing in this sense. But make sure y'all follow me if y'all don't follow me. Check out my YouTube channel, Mystic Storm. We're gonna get into the final message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, guides. What's the final message for the collective for this week? Haha. Blend into your environment with the octopus. Okay, number 36, which equals 9 endings. 9 is Oya, the storm, the breakthrough. This is also, yes, this is, Scorpio energy was here. So this gives me like the tower card in tarot. I'll show you. It says, you have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what's going on around you and adapt accordingly. Okay. This is why, again, we're in Mercury retrograde. Mercury is ruled by Gemini and Virgo. Okay. Geminis, you very adaptable. Okay. This is that energy. All right. And it's saying take your time to assess what's going on around you and adapt accordingly. So this is also, octopus are like shapeshifters in a sense, because they can blend into the environment, and they may not shape shift, but they color shift. So y'all get what I'm trying to say. So same you, but you just blending into the environment. You may need to switch it up a bit. It's calling for a pivot. How are you gonna pivot and blend in? It's funny how we got blend in, but this is all about shining. Leo is all about shining your light, being you. So how can you be you in your environment? Yes, you need to maybe come down to earth, or get real with the people, but at the same time you need to be you. Like how can you do that? How can you balance that out? Mars and Libra can help with that. What action can you take to, yes, be a part of a community, or blend in with whatever, but also staying true to you, not losing yourself. Because like I said, the octopus may change color, but it's still the same shape. You still you just putting on different clothes. You may switch up your hair, that's all, that's all it is. So some people may be causing to switch it up, new style, new wardrobe, new hairstyle, new way of how they're presenting themselves out publicly, especially. And again, it can be some wounding there, or you could be scared to do that because of we had the moon square Chiron retrograde. So, but pushing through it, owning your power, knowing you're worthy, knowing who you are, and stepping in that. I love that. I hope y'all did too. This was great. I'm about to get ready to go on a walk. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a walk and maybe reflect more on the reading myself and get some other stuff done. This is my off day, so yeah, y'all got the overflow. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy I made it. So I hope y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all on the next one.